Hello! Hey everybody, how we all doing today? We are just chilling, hanging out, getting stuff done. We just got done working hard and, accessing everything that we possibly can right now because we have made a big step today and we decided to start working for ourselves. And it's actually very invigorating because, you balance all these things like work and school and all these activities that you have access to, and you start to realize that you want to take a day off here and a day off there to be able to do this, that, and the other because they're beneficial for you. And next thing you know it, all of a sudden you're like down to 2 days and you're like, dude, I might as well just jump in this. And so we decided to jump in it today and we're really excited. So we're making a video to let you guys know about every day. So this is our day one on, no jobs, and we're going to be self-employed. So this is day one. Mark it in your calendars, boys, ladies and gentlemen, because it's about to get real cool. And I'm excited to document our experience with you guys.
Crazy. I mean, earlier I'm reading the book by Robert Kiyosaki, Fake, and I'm like, babe, really, what if we didn't have a job? I'm like, what if we did not have a job, and we know how much we need to make per day. We did the numbers and everything, got our numbers pretty clean, and that's one of the first things that if you're ever contemplating that, you want to make sure exactly what your numbers look like, and so I was like, if we didn't have a job, we just need to figure out how to make $33 each per day, you know what I'm saying? So you wake up and you make $33, the rest of the day is yours, and if you make more money, then you're good for tomorrow or the next day. Or if you make more money and you consistently make more money, then you have, you're doing well, then you don't gotta go to a job. But it was just I'm playing with the idea, and then finally it just got so much more legitimate, where we were like, no, we could see this happening, we could really figure it out. And basically it was also going along the lines of, this is the step of true entrepreneurship, actually just figuring it out, grinding it out, what are we gonna do, how's it gonna go, and I mean, before we were working about 5 days a week. Recently we were picking up shifts, and it's just been a cascading line of events where you kind of learn different things. And basically it was the other day where I was like, listen, the more time we're at work, the less time that we're gonna be able to be making moves for ourselves. This period is really strictly made to just survive, because the amount of money you're gonna make in the future when you get there is gonna be astronomical. Right now this is for side hustles, this is for getting your mind right, this is for getting additional information and just making sure you're at least sustaining yourself and you got shelter and you got food. But other than that, it's trying to learn these crafts that are gonna be a career that make you money in the future.
Right. And see, that's important too, because you need to also begin to learn yourself and what you're really good at and what you're interested in too as well, because the whole thing is, you don't really have much time whenever you're working and doing so much other things for other people to actually focus in on what you'd be good at. Obviously we all understand what you'd be good at helping or whatever, and it's super cool because I'm gonna be getting into real estate more. Kyle's actually in psychology, so he's gonna be having time for that as well. Just things that we have been needing to access for a while now, that is just gonna be a lot more clear. And it's really cool too because of all the skills that we've learned recently. We have a long list of places and things and stuff that we can do to make money, and it's crazy how accessible they are, and once we figured out exactly how much we need to survive first off each day, it made it really a lot more simpler to understand the saving plan and all this other good stuff. Because I wrote this thing today, I actually got it right here. It says, I am rich with time. So listen, guys, I personally am a strong believer in the fact that if you got time, you have everything in the world. And if you write that down on your bedstand and wake up every morning just seeing that, the whole thing is you have more than enough things, energy, time to just focus on the things that make you happy, you know, and that's really important to remember as well. And I also wrote down a couple of things that I would like to touch down. I wrote down like the 5 rules, you know, for whatever you like gotta focus down and just like, you know, batten down. You know, the first one I put is patience and persistence, because the whole thing is this is going to get bumpy, it's going to get lumpy, and you're going to have days that are better than others. And you got to remember that it's going to get not exactly how you want it, you know, but the whole thing is there's going to be all kinds of things that come in your way, and that's the whole point of this, you know, because the bumps and the bruises end up being more beneficial in the future, because, you know, of course a job is more persistence, and you get more of a like security, so you know you're going to get a certain income, you know. But when you're doing this type of stuff, there's multiple ways that you can achieve double, triple what you're going to if you're just working as a server, you know. Next thing is to like really just listen in on people, you know, like this kid has taught me so much on just like information that I wouldn't have achieved just by myself. And like that's the biggest thing, is like understanding and listening to others, and, you know, just stop talking for a second and listen to what others got to say. Another thing is like show up and be there and just like access all the knowledge you possibly can from others, you know, get into marketing events, you know, anything that you can to just surround yourself with people that you should be surrounded by. You know, be nice to others, you know, focus in on being true to yourself and being nice to one another. And, you know, because you got to remember that, like, you guys are all battling this whole thing, and, you know, you guys should definitely team up and access that, you know, so.
Yeah. Basically, last thing that I wanted to cover was, you know, my grandpa told me this, it's called SNAP, Super Networking Accelerates Progress. And he saw it at one business expo that he kind of went to, and, you know, whenever he told me that, I was, like, completely blasted away. And basically, that is one thing that this is going to enable to do. I mean, you know, you got to, so jumping to this other little topic real quick about money, especially when you're in this position, you have to learn how to, there's like stages, it seems like, and you want to know all of them, but it's learn how to make money, how to save money, and how to stretch money, right? And so in this situation, you have to be resourceful, so you have to figure out how to stretch money. And then so whenever you're stretching money, you're also, you know, trying to figure out how you can also make money. So now these are the two things. Like, you don't really need to worry about saving money. And saving, I think, is either going to be in its own category or merged with like investing, saving/investing. I think saving should be investing, because I don't necessarily agree with saving now recently. So maybe stretching, making, and investing money, you know, whether it's just going to invest in assets that are going to make you more money. But, you know, at this level, this is going to make you figure out authentic, multiple sources of incomes that, you know, we can make, because that's something I've heard a couple times, but just recently again, that millionaires now make or have about 7 sources of income that come to them. And so, you know, the only way you're going to know whether whether a source of income is going to work is if you try it. And, you know, that's kind of what I'm noticing. I was just going through a thread of different people of how they survive without a job. And, you know, just a bunch of things that I kind of noticed along the thread is that they literally tried just about everything, and they made their own, informed decision of whether, okay, this works for me, this didn't work for me, because that's also something that they definitely have said, is like different things work for different people. You know, and that goes on like personality types, that goes with just like what you like doing, what your skill is, you know, and authentic to you. But you basically start being resourceful. You figure out these things that are going to bring you a sense of income, maybe royalty, maybe like small things that you could do here and there. And then once you understand that, then you can kind of like grow those things. You know, you start growing those sources of incomes to a next level. The guy told me, he was like in the video, whenever he made money, you know, now you're investing this capital that you have into things that are going to now expand that business in whatever MSI it is. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's for instance YouTubing, you invest into better equipment. Whether it's his example was doing lawn care and getting a better lawnmower with the money that he's making, so that he can now do more jobs in half the time, and then et cetera, et cetera. So then once you start getting a basis, then you could start making that money residually, know what works for you, and just finding your niche. And so that's where we're at right now, basically figuring out how to stretch that money through food, your fixed expenses that don't really change much. If you can find different ways in there to save some, that's instant savings. Like for instance, downgrading our Wi-Fi. We did that. We downgraded our Wi-Fi from some crazy Wi-Fi we had whenever we had some roommates. Now we have manageable Wi-Fi that works for us, and we literally slashed our Wi-Fi cost in half. So that's extra $60 that we don't pay. Split up, so 20, 40, 60. Extra $20 a person off our bill. But money's money. So like the more money you can, or the less money you can spend in different areas, the better. It also makes you find more effective ways to use your money. That's another thing I saw on a post where it was saying that when you work or you don't work now, it's not giving up things that you want to get or whatever, but it's finding those things that now make more sense to you, or bringing things around you that are more meaningful, that you really want. But like, can you survive with this? I need this, blase, blase. So it's just cool. I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Heck yeah, me too. And the cool thing is, guys, every day we're going to be coming back to you guys, and we're going to go ahead and state what we've done that day. Like today, I went ahead and made, like the weekly meal plans, I made like a monthly meal plan. I know the light's a little funky. You might be able to see it. But I'll go ahead and upload a picture on my Instagram and everything like that. Oh, there you go. And I did like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and went by the day and everything like that. I got our food down so that we were eating $4 a day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything, $4 a day. And I'll also do a video on that one day. So the whole thing is, guys, crunching money is totally possible. And you guys are more than welcome to come to us and ask us certain questions that you just need to know, like right now, And also, like, every day we'll be coming with more like information on, like, say tomorrow we could be doing something with like information on cars or this and the other, and we're also going to do a little bit on how to double your money, keep doubling your money. It only takes a couple doubles and all of a sudden you're at $1 million, and you're the one that got to say that's possible. Like a lot of people are like, oh no, dude, it's all about how you feel. It's all about how you act. It's all about how you talk, you walk, you breathe. Dude, it's you, and you can do this, and you hold the key to your future. So just keep focusing, guys, and go at your own pace. Never feel rushed to do anything. You guys will know when it's the right time.
Yep.
You guys have a great night. We'll be getting back like ASAP Rocky, so expect us back. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Have a great night.